is new. You'll live.
Greetings. I am Valis. Your quick response is most appreciated. Please forgive the deception. Admiral Hacklin remains Darth Angrel's faithful servant. His name simply made this meeting convenient.
He's a Sith! Kill him!
Now, really, is that any way to treat your family?
This won't have been a waste of time if I get to kill you.
I thought Jedi were seekers of knowledge. Aren't you the least bit curious what this is about? Your Padawan isn't who you think. She's no Jedi. She's a child of the Emperor, like me. And it's time she returned to our father's warm embrace.
You've never been much of a Jedi. Figures you're a Sith.
I'm not a Sith. Don't let him turn you against me. We can defeat him. Together.
We have no quarrel, Jedi. Return to your ship and let Kira come home. The Emperor wills it.
You betrayed me. Why shouldn't I let him have you?
I'm your Padawan. I've always been loyal to you.
Was loyalty what kept you from revealing your true origins? Even after Darth Angrel recognized you on Ord Mantell? Accept the truth, sister. You belong to the Emperor, and our father will have you back.
No, I'll die first.
So be it, sister.
You'll live. You were going to abandon me. No questions, no chance to explain.
I can't imagine any explanation that will make me trust you again.
I don't expect trust. I'll settle for you knowing who I really am. My parents were Sith, but the Emperor isn't my father. Child of the Emperor is just a title. I was taken from my parents when I was a baby. Raised in the Sith Academy with others like Valis. It was brutal.
You've been taught the ways of the dark side.
Sort of. Never been much of a student, and some things I'd rather forget. Every so often, the other children were taken to see our father. They came back different. Nobody ever remembered meeting the Emperor. One day, I realized I couldn't remember anything from the past week. They were doing the same thing to me.
All I'm hearing is you're a liar. And you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. Sometimes I can almost remember what happened, but it's like something out of a nightmare. I was still a child then. Small enough to stow away on a supply ship leaving Imperial space. Lived in lots of bad places until I met Master Coix. She brought me to the Jedi. Changed my life.
Did you tell Master Coix about your past?
No. How would I even begin? By the way, I was born a Sith. Is that a problem? I always knew sooner or later I'd have to come clean. Just hoped I could prove myself as a Jedi first. Now the Emperor knows where I am. The Sith will never stop hunting me.
You're more trouble than you're worth. First chance I get, I'm dumping you off on Tython.
Fine. Turn me into the Council. I bet they'll be more open-minded. Let's go. The General's waiting to hear from you.
The Admiral was never here, General. This was a trap.
Blast. I'm sorry for putting you in harm's way on a lie. It won't happen again. I'm afraid there's more bad news. Your Jedi Masters both missed their last 2 comm checks.
That isn't like Master Coix. What planet did you send her to?
Tatooine. Master Orgus went to Alderaan. I need you to find out what's happened to them and our weapon labs.
Understood, General. But there's more to the situation. This trap was meant for my Padawan. Kira is a fugitive from the Sith. I've just learned she's a child of the Emperor. Does that term mean anything to you?
It means even you Jedi aren't immune to Sith infiltration. Your mission's too important to be compromised. That Padawan needs to go.
We're reporting to the Jedi Council immediately. They'll know what to do.
Children of the Empire. What's next? Armies of Durasteel-plated rankers dropping out of the sky? May the Force be with us all. Barsuthra out.
Let's get this over with. Master Coix and Orgus need our help. I'll be meditating in my quarters. Let me know when we're at Tython. No. You'll live.
Master Satele, my mission has become more complicated. Masters Orgus and Coix have disappeared. I'm headed for Tatooine and Alderaan to find them. But first, my Padawan has something important to tell you. Kira?
I was born on Droman Cause. My parents were Sith. Ooh, much easier the second time. There's more, obviously.
I should hope so. Give me time to assemble the council. Most of us are still off-world.
And then my master convinced me to come here and tell you. That's pretty much everything.
We've heard rumors about these children of the Emperor before, but this finally confirms their existence.
Troubling that we never sensed the truth about Kira when Master Kuix brought her to us.
That makes her especially dangerous. She can't be allowed to remain free.
Kira's master should have a voice in this. What do you recommend?
Arrest and interrogate her. Find out what she's still hiding.
Exactly. Contain the threat until we understand it.
Jedi are not jailers, Master Kaden. It's obvious she's told us everything she knows.
I reached out through the Force while Kira spoke. I detected sadness and confusion, not malice.
Yes. Despite her origins, I feel no trace of the dark side within her.
It was natural for you to fear our reaction, considering your upbringing. What's important now is that you leave your past behind and devote yourself to the Jedi. Can you do that?
I've been trying to ever since Master Kuix found me.
I don't have time for debates. I need you people to make a decision.
She's right. Darth Angral is still out there. We must act.
Agreed. And I believe the best course of action is to leave Kira where she is.
This is a mistake. If Master Kuix were here, she'd tell you the same.
Until she returns, this council's ruling stands. Kira is safest in your care.
When the Emperor's children hunt her again, what do you expect from me?
We must learn more. Seize every opportunity to acquire knowledge about these people.
If that's how I make amends, I'll do whatever it takes. I promise I'll make you all proud. Even you, Master Kaden.
You did well bringing this to us, but you should return to your mission. May the Force be with you on Tatooine and Alderaan.
Master, you'll be pleased to know I added extra padding to all the seats.
You were pretty harsh. If the council had listened to your recommendation, I'd be locked up.
Keep up that attitude and you'll find out just how harsh I can be.
I have a pretty clear idea of that. Just so you know, I won't hold a grudge about this. Wouldn't be very Jedi-like. Let's get back to work, Master. Ever wonder who you'd be if the Jedi hadn't taken you in?
Some days I don't feel like a Jedi at all.
Been there, still going. Every day. I should be dead or worse 1,000 times over. The first months after I escaped Korriban? Exciting. Not easy staying alive when you're a 10-year-old Sith fugitive. No friends, no food, no home.
When you're done feeling sorry for yourself, let me know.
Right. Keep forgetting everything's about you. Let's get back to your big, important mission. You're not like most Jedi. That's a compliment. No offense to the Council, but if I stood around moralizing all day, I'd need a padded zero-G cell.
Let the Masters have their long, boring meetings. Keeps them from bothering us.
Master Satele would be crushed. You're her favorite. All I'm saying is, using the Force can be fun. The Order needs to lighten up.
If you spent less time criticizing things you don't understand, you might learn something.
Gee, you're right. I just learned about irony.
General, I'm on Tatooine. Has Master Quix reported in?
Negative. And before I brief you any further, I'd like to make something clear. Master Satele informed me of her decision regarding Kira. I don't approve. The Jedi Council may trust your Padawan, but that doesn't mean I have to.
For the record, I don't trust her either.
I'm standing right here.
And you're blasted lucky to be, so don't push it. Last we heard, Quix secured our weapons research facility. She's missed every comm check since then. Enemy action is the most likely scenario, but on Tatooine, anything's possible.
I hope it's as lawless as Nar Shaddaa.
Outside the main settlements, the only laws are those of the wild. People vanish there all the time. Some are lost to the native sand people, others to natural predators. The rest, who knows? Dr. Godera will brief you on the weapons project. Doctor?
The research facility on Tatooine has created a device codenamed the Shock Drum. The weapon discharges massive ultrasonic vibrations into the ground. It damages enemy fortifications at a microscopic level, quite literally softening them up. The vibrations will cripple people if they're close enough. But that's not all. The shock drum eventually disrupts the planetary core. At critical mass, the core explodes.
Imagine what that weapon could do to the Imperial homeworld.
My sentiments exactly.
We're not in the business of destroying worlds. When the weapon's full potential became known, I halted testing. However, there's a fully operational shock drum prototype at our facility. If Darth Angral has captured it, the results will be catastrophic. With no word from the facility or Master Quix, we must assume the worst.
I sense Master Quix through the Force, but it's faint. I think she's dying.
Master Quix is strong. The shock drums are top priority.
I don't have any Republic contacts there to assist you. You're on your own. Our facility is located in a remote part of the desert. I'm transmitting the coordinates. Good luck. Varsuthra, out.
Try to keep some perspective. I'm a Jedi. You're just a droid who helps me out. Who's Shafu? Put him out of business is a euphemism, right? You killed him? Scum like that? I would have executed him on the spot. Someone probably blew his cover. Slavers don't like people interfering with their business. Shafu was that Rhodian slaver you told me about. The one who changed his ways and started working for Master Zalo. We're trying to save the galaxy. You can't waste time looking up old friends. You're talking about stuff that happened over 20 years ago. This side project of yours better not get in the way. Understood?
There, good as new. There, good as new.
Of course. I'll take a shot at it.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Fowler. I was told you might be passing through. I represent the Republic here. Since we don't get many Jedi, I thought we could meet. I think we should talk. Get my meaning?
If you want to talk, talk.
Here's the thing. I'd rather not do this by holocommunicator. I've got a little, embassy in downtown Anchorhead. Swing on by. I promise you it's worthwhile.
You're playing it awfully vague.
Look, if you're not interested, I'm not gonna force you. But this isn't some local trouble. This is bigger. Fowler out.
What, mi chispa? Mi topi.
Stay alive.
You'll live.
Leave me alone! I haven't done anything to you!
You stole corporate documents, Camus. Zerka doesn't take industrial sabotage lightly.
Contact. Subject is a Jedi. What are your orders, sir?
You know the drill. No survivors, no leaks.
If you want to fight, you've got it.
Open fire!
Miss me, darling?
Things didn't work out.
Back in a pinch.
Of course.
Is it safe? Are they dead?
Relax. The time to be useful is over.
I thought I was dead for sure. I've gotta... Breathing. Just keep breathing. My name is Camus Orden. I used to be an accountant. My company sent those men to kill me. It's a Zerka Corporation severance package.
What happened in here? Come on, Camus, you know how I feel about corpses in my workspace.
You were supposed to be here. You swore I'd be protected.
Sorry, Camus. As an official Republic representative, I have to at least look like I'm being diplomatic with the locals.
Camus would be dead if not for me.
Yeah, I gathered that. Camus isn't exactly the fastest gun in the galaxy. You're probably catching on that we're a bit understaffed, and that I'm not really a bureaucrat.
It took you a month to tell me that.
This is a Republic Strategic Information Service project, a covert operation. It's a major assignment. Mystery, corporate scandal, and incredibly dangerous tech, with a lot of lives on the line. You could make all the difference.
I'm listening. For now.
This all started when Camus forwarded some Zerka Corporation documents to his local Republic security office. Now, we've been watching Zerka a while. They buried a lot of scandals, done a lot of dirty deals, but this was something special.
The documents were mixed in with old expense reports. They described a billion-credit research facility for the study of a Type 7 device.
Type 7 device being Zerka shorthand for device capable of eliminating a planetary population.
This is why Zerka wants you dead.
Yes, that's right.
Turns out they abandoned the project decades ago. We're lucky to know the facility was here on Tatooine. So Camus and I came to find whatever doomsday device Zerka had and keep them from burying the evidence. And us.
If the device is on Tatooine, then what are we waiting around for?
From what we could find, sounds like the device went haywire, and Zerka bailed rather than try and clean it up. Now, clues to Zerka's operation have been extremely hard to come by. Impossible, as a matter of fact. We've got one avenue left, but it's too dangerous for Camus or me. An old compound Zerka used as a staging area.
That's all you've got. Great.
You're starting to sound like my boss. Yes, this is the best lead we have. After Zerka left, the compound was taken over by a gang of Gamorrean raiders who, I discovered, don't appreciate visitors. Still, judging by these dead guys here, you might be able to push past the Gamorreans and search Zerka's old storage archives. Gather any data left.
Jedi don't do work like this for free.
You'll have the satisfaction of serving our glorious Republic and saving innocent lives. Not to mention the credits.
Be careful. Finding the files that Zerka left in that compound is important, but don't get killed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
There, good as new.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
this notice and leave a nice big base for the bad guys to move into.
So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Marvelous. I have absolutely no idea what you just said, my indelicate friend, but marvelous.
Sir, intruders!
Well, you don't look like you're part of Shurg's little Gamorrean clan.
Shurg's little clan is in a bunch of little pieces.
That seems to have upset him. But I could be mistaken. So let me guess. You're here because of Camus, That little rat does know how to squeak. Of course, I can't have you interrupting my deal. I'd murder you myself, but that's just not possible right now.
I'll just take what I need.
Shurg, do let me know when this is over.
Blast weapons out, everyone!
This'll put a smile on that face.
You're fine.
Everything went without a hitch.
Thanks.
I've got this. I'm on it.
Isn't teamwork grand? Good as new.
Jedi! Seabrick, I told you help would come. We'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving our little family.
This is a top-secret facility. Do these things have clearance to be here?
Authorized by General Varsuthra himself. Have you come to protect the shock drum, like Master Kawix?
What happened to her?
She defended us against Imperial soldiers led by a Sith. She fought bravely, but the Sith was stronger.
When I find him, he'll learn I don't die as easily.
She isn't dead. At least not the last time I saw her. I assumed he was going to kill us all. Instead, he captured Master Kawix alive and ignored us. The Sith destroyed your droids, but he didn't harm us. He said we were no threat, that we didn't deserve to die.
The Sith are masters of betrayal. You're obviously working for him. Tell me the truth.
I could never lie to a Jedi or anyone. Please, you have to believe me. The Sith and his soldiers took Master Kawix and the shock drum prototype into the desert. Brick and I were attempting to restore power to this facility and track them down when the Sand People attacked.
Perhaps the Sith convinced the Sand People to keep an eye on this place.
They attacked us long before the Sith arrived. Until he came along, our automated defenses kept us safe. This facility can pick up the shock drum's locator beacon, but not until we restore power. The Sith knocked out all our generators during his attack. If you reactivate them, we can find him, Master Kawix, and the shock drum.
You're fine.
Facility power's back online. I'm afraid that's the only good news I have. I just detected the shock drum's locator beacon. The weapon has been activated. If we don't shut it down, the device will soon reach critical mass. When it does, Tatooine's core will explode.
That's why you weren't killed before. The Sith plans to destroy the whole planet.
It doesn't make any sense. Tatooine has no tactical value. The Republic barely knows it exists. Pinpointing the shock drum's exact location from here is impossible. The seismic vibrations disrupt our sensors. The general region is thousands of square kilometers. We have to narrow it down somehow. Brick, that's brilliant! The ultrasonic scanners, of course!
Isn't there a signal you can transmit to deactivate the shock drum from here?
You can only stop the weapon by entering the security code, manually. Ultrasonic scanners placed in a wide pattern will triangulate the shock drum's seismic disturbances. They'll reveal its location. Installing the scanners is extremely dangerous. The desert region is deadly. Ideally, we'd send an army. Your droids won't be ready soon enough, Brick. This Jedi is our only hope.
I feel Master Quick's reaching out to me. Something terrible is happening to her.
The odds we'll find her alive aren't even worth considering.
If you're trying to prepare me for the worst, cut it out.
Take the ultrasonic scanners. Place them at these map coordinates. We'll contact you by holo once we've triangulated the shock drum's location. Good luck.
Now that's what I call a gift. Call if you need me. I'm back. There, good as new.
Of course. Not a problem.
You'll live.
I'll feel a lot better when we change bases, Fowler. I don't like this.
You say that now, but just wait until you see the real desert. Hey, look who's back, and alive. You able to find anything?
I did what you asked, and now I expect payment.
Really? Fine, here's some credits. Now let's see what you got.
Master Fowler? It looks like there's a call coming in.
Why, hello, everyone. Master Fowler, Master Orden. And my little visitor from the Gamorrean hideout. Especially nice to see you again. You're doing well, I hope.
You tried to kill me back there. Glad to see I'll have my chance at you.
Granted, our friendship has been a rocky one. Let's work on that. Since I didn't get the chance before, I thought I'd formally introduce myself. I am Gaiam Lexende, here on behalf of Zerka Corporation.
I know that name.
I understand that the Republic is disputing Zerka's property rights. I've come to Tatooine to retrieve our belongings, including Camus Orden.
Go ahead, take the accountant. I'm not attached.
This person doesn't speak for the Republic, Lexende. We're not letting Camus go.
I'm so very sorry to hear that. Zerka will take any actions necessary to protect its interests. And I assure you, our representatives in the Senate can excuse any incidents.
Lexende. They say he's the son of an executive. He's supposed to run the company's special enforcement branch.
Rich boy who took up wet works as a hobby. Up to his neck in cybernetics. Good news is, Zerka wouldn't have sent him if we were on the wrong track. He wants to keep us from the old facility. Look, Camus and I could use some time to review this data, but I still need you. If you're heading into the desert, give me a call.
I'll keep working for you, but I don't like where this is going.
Frankly, neither do I. You can reach me from a secure line at one of the militia bases. We'll talk soon.
Please select an available travel route.
There, good as new. There, good as new.
Looking good there, Jedi. Glad you could check in. We're getting ready to ship out of Anchorhead. See if we can pick up any signals from the old Zerka base. In the meantime, we got a new lead. Camus hit the jackpot in those files you lifted from the Gamorreans.
Come on, Fowler. This is just another waste of time.
Another? And here I thought we'd been making good progress.
One of the files was a personnel listing. It named everyone who worked at Zerka's Tatooine facility.
Most of the employees are long gone, but one stayed on planet after the Zerka base was abandoned. If we can find him, he might be able to tell us where the facility was, what the device is.
Maybe we could make Lexende back off.
Probably not, but sure. His name is Gromit Kurtzon. For a while he was something of a drifter, finally bought a little moisture farm.
He won't put up much of a fight?
All right. Good reason not to fight him then. My big worry is that Lexende and his enforcement squad will get to Gromit first. Try to keep him quiet.
I am a Jedi, you know. We have our uses.
By the time you're through investigating Gromit, we'll be set up at our new forward base.
We will?
From there, we can scout the Zerka facility itself. As soon as you find anything, come out and meet us.
You're fine. Whoever built this must hate sunlight. Then again, it is Tatooine.
20 more minutes until I'm leaving. Then the doors are closing, Walner. I love you like a brother, but the doors have to close, huh? You weren't here before. You came all the way out to my farm to fix my machines?
You've clearly lost your mind.
Nasty little rat. I lived in Anchorhead for a while. I know you don't get away with disrespect there. I started to think you wouldn't come. Most chaps think it's too dangerous out here. But the Sand People, they keep bashing my vaporators. Lizards chew up my guns and alarms. This place used to be a fortress, but I just can't fix things anymore.
Never mind your farming equipment.
But someone needs to fix it. This is my farm, and I already sent the credits.
Tell me about Zerka, or this turns ugly.
You're threatening me? I used to be a security man. Oh, all right. Blast you. I don't care. It was a long time ago. I was a security officer at Zerka's Secret Weapons Division 7. I was so proud.
You're doing fine so far. Just don't test my patience.
The scientists' project, it was all secret. Zerka never told us what was in that cave. When it all went wrong, I had to lock up the base, leave the others behind. I left the desert and the horrors and went to Anchorhead.
You're completely delusional, aren't you?
I'm not deluded. I saw things in that base. When I realized I was alone, I didn't want to go back to Zerka. I wanted to forget. So I cleaned it all up. I took the data and hid it, buried it in the sand. What?
I think that's enough from the old man, don't you?
You're Zerka. I recognize your uniform.
Pity the sun's dulled his brain. But then I suspect he was never too bright. Yes, Gromik, I'm with Zerka.
I guess we both agree that Gromik's past his prime.
Marvelous. We have common ground, then. Zerka found out about Gromik a while ago. We disabled his perimeter sensors and waited to see if anyone would come.
You broke my moisture vaporators.
Those two, yes. May I continue? Our honeypot seems to have caught a few flies. And now, I'm free to murder you and the old man together.
Surely you realize you can't stand against me.
I'm speaking to you from an airship 2 kilometers above ground. I can target you with turbo lasers and drop droids on your little heads. The advantage is mine.
get to shelter. Follow me.
Now that's what I call a gift. Guess you like me after all.
Of course. Not a problem.
Good as new.
Can't get to us here. We'll be safe.
Well, that was exciting. I'm disappointed I didn't get to fry you, but I can settle for your asphyxiation. Enjoy being buried alive, my friends. Enjoy.
He's wrong. He's wrong. First, here. This is a cache. The Circa files I hid years ago. I buried them all over the desert, and this is the first batch. You can have them.
It's about time I got something useful out of this mess.
Huh. I may not like you, but I like that Zerka man even less. Maybe these will hurt him. Now, I had an escape planned when I built this place. There's a back entrance to take you outside.
I think I can judge how best to handle this.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken you here at all. Go on. I need to rest a while. I need to wait until they stop watching my farm. If you want the other files on Zerka, you'll find them in the desert. Just don't let them get away with this.
Good as new. Good as new. There.
I placed the scanners. Do you have a fix on the shock drum?
Collating the scanner readings now. Ah, no wonder the sensors couldn't find it. It's beneath an abandoned mining complex. I'm sending the coordinates and the shock drum's deactivation code. Everything depends on you now, but we'll be here if you need us.
Unless you're planning to invade that mining complex, you aren't much use to me.
Britt completed repairs to his droids. We'll try to have them meet you there. Hope to see you again. Heron out.
Greetings, Jedi. I am Lord Praven. My master seeks retribution for his son's death. I must give it to him.
Lord Sadek tried to kill me on Nar Shaddaa. He's dead now.
An admirable victory. Assuming you achieved it honorably. When my master learned you were here, he demanded I activate the shock drum. He'll destroy this entire world. I know you've located the weapon, but that won't be enough. I changed the deactivation code.
Lightsabers can deactivate just about anything.
The shock drum is ray-shielded. Entering the proper code is the only way. Come, face me. If I win, I've done my duty. If you win, you'll have the new code. Whatever the outcome, we will battle with honor. I await you at these coordinates.
You'll live. Good as new. Thanks. You'll live.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
You're fine.
Try to appreciate the scenery, Camus. Most people never get to visit a place like this.
This is a horrible place. No wonder Zerka built their base in the Dune Sea. No one would ever want to look for it here.
You'll adjust. How was your visit to Old Man Gromik?
Gromik's senile. Talked a lot of garbage.
Looks like you got something out of him anyway. Mind if we take a look?
These are official Zerka records from Secret Weapons Division 7.
Schematics, survey maps. Looks like Gromik came through for us. Don't go anywhere. I think we're gonna need you. Alright, we should be able to determine a rough location of the base from these charts. Problem is, the sands have shifted over the last few decades. We'll need some geo readings to determine the facility's exact coordinates.
Call me when you're ready to go inside.
Hold on. I promise, when this is all over, the Republic will make it worth your while. The data isn't hard to get, in theory. I can give you a field scanner that'll dip into the sand, put us on track. But a lot of this territory is unexplored. Locals talk about sand people communities, crate dragons the size of starships.
It's almost like you don't want me to risk my life.
If you take readings in a couple of places, I can figure out the base location. Meet me back here when you're done. Take it slow and be careful.
Now that's what I call a gift.
I've got this.
You're fine.
I sense your power. Now I understand why Tarnis was no match for you. His death was my failure. I should have trained him better.
The student died easily. I expect his teacher will too.
Tarnis was young. He underestimated you. I won't. I welcome the end of your kind. The Jedi obsession with my people's extermination must end. Your lust for revenge will destroy this galaxy.
When you challenged me to a duel, I didn't realize you'd fight with words.
You prove my point. When faced with a chance to reason, you'd rather kill. Come, let us end this. Die well, Jedi. Such skill, so much power. Impressive. You could be a great Sith if you embraced the dark side.
Perhaps that's how I beat you.
Then my defeat stings much less. Darth Angral commanded me to destroy the shock drum code. He wanted you to die in failure, no matter the outcome here. I will not tarnish my honor with petty tricks. You've earned better. The code is yours.
If you think that will buy you mercy, guess again.
A warrior never regrets death, only dishonor. Darth Angral ordered that Master Kuix suffer greatly before her death. I wish I had disobeyed that order as well.
You expect me to believe you care what happens to a Jedi?
She faced me as a warrior. She should die as one. I left her incapacitated next to your weapon. If they haven't already, the ultrasonic vibrations will eventually tear her apart.
You scum! You should die like that!
There is nothing more to say. You won our duel. Finish me.
Killing you will give me great satisfaction.
I am ready. May the Force be with you.
The Sith changed the deactivation code for the shock drum, but I have the new one. I'm on my way.
You're not there yet? Brick and his family are in terrible danger. They followed their droids to the mining complex. I tried to stop them, but they were determined to help you. Brick just sent an emergency holo. He says there's something called a sand demon at the mine. It's attacking them.
Blasted fools. Don't expect to see your little family again.
Please, you can't let anything happen to Brick and his family. Save them and stop the shock drum. Hurry!
done. I've got this.
There, good as new. There, good as new.
Fowler here. The data's coming in. Looks like this will give us what we need, but... Huh? I'm getting an energy signature not too far from you. Some sort of installation, close from long-range sensors. If you would, head on over and see if there's anything there. Could just be a glitch in the scanner, but I doubt it.
There, good as new.
enough. Not a problem.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Have to hand it to the SIS. Nobody does nondescript quite like them.
Still a few minutes before those scans are processed. Huh. What about...
Hey, look who made it back.
Bad news, Fowler. That reading was a Zerka listening post.
Blast. Lexende must have set it up. Now the cyborg freak has our data. Zerka can find their lost base as easily as we can.
Zerka was bound to find their own base.
But I don't have to be happy about it. We assumed Zerka came to keep us out of the facility. Maybe we were mistaken. Maybe they want what they left behind.
Gromik's files. We saw some things.
Yeah. Turns out Zerka didn't come to Tatooine to build or test the device. They found it here, underground, an artifact powerful enough to wipe out a planet, just buried in the desert.
They shouldn't have left it behind. They're not getting it back.
I agree completely. Zerka discovered the device. They analyzed it, then something happened that made them abandon it. Camus, has the computer cross-referenced the scans with Gromik schematics?
Yes? It looks like the main entrance is a few kilometers away. What about the door codes?
There's a bunch of relay towers around the base. They'll have a mess of data, the codes, along with old communications. Downloading everything from the relay towers will allow you to get into that base and destroy the device. It can't fall into the wrong hands.
Save the inspirational speech for someone else.
I'm no good at that sort of thing anyway.
Be careful in the base, in case they left traps, or if Lexende finds you.
That'll do, Camus. Time to let professionals finish the job.
Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
There. Good as...
Dr. Sopran here. We finished our initial catalog of the cave artifacts, which register as over 20,000 years old. You think that would narrow down the possible creators, wouldn't you? There weren't many societies capable of space travel in that period. But I can't find any society or species that fits these criteria. Even Gree technology isn't comparable. Anyway, Dr. Lyric and I will study the primary device and assign lesser relics to the others to keep them busy. Hopefully, we'll find something useful. Zerka's going to make a fortune off this stuff if we can figure it out. End log.
There, good as new. I can't sense Master Quix at all anymore.
You and your people get the beast's attention. I'll come in behind you and surprise it.
That sounds like a great way to get these Jawas killed.
Don't make me angry. That sand demon is nothing compared to me.
Good as new.
Not a problem.
Now that's what I call a gift.
Of course. Not a problem.
Quiet, finally. I can breathe again. I've been down here so long.
Shh, Master, let us help you.
Kira and Orgus's Padawan. You're both changed. What has happened? Darth Angral wants to destroy the Republic. You're going to help me stop him. I am in no condition to face a Sith Lord. I only survived this weapon by withdrawing into a deep trance. The Force itself became my armor. Sustaining the trance cost me greatly. My strength is a fraction of what it was. I need the power to survive these conditions. Show me how you did it. Someday, when I am well enough to lead you through the trance. I know you faced terrible dangers for me. I will not forget that.
Here you are. I was coming to help when sensors indicated the shock drum stopped. You did it. But poor Brick's family. I saw them in the cavern. What happened? I begged you to protect them, and you used them as cannon fodder.
You'd all be dead if not for me. Respect that. Please, we must not let emotions overwhelm us.
Brick, I'm so sorry.
Our mourning must wait until the present dangers are past. Even deactivated, that weapon remains a threat. You understand the situation best. What should we do? If we can get it out of here, this weapon could defeat the Empire. I'm sure General Varsuthra can move the shock drum somewhere the Sith won't find it.
Brick, I'll have to go. Will you come with me? I will see to the shock drum. You should return to your ship and inform General Varsuthra what's happened.
I'm leaving you with a lot of responsibility. You'd better be up for it.
I was a Jedi Master before you were born. I'll be fine.
Before we go, you need to know something, and I'd rather you hear it from me. I never told you about my childhood. I'm not who you think I am.
So much about you is now clear to me, Kira. But you're wrong about one thing. You are exactly who I think. A strong, capable young woman. One day you'll be a great Jedi.
If you really believe that, finish her training.
There is nothing I can teach her in my present state. Besides, you still need her. We'll meet again on Tython. May the Force be with you.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Good as new.
This is Director Antaean speaking. As you know, worker safety is one of Zerka's top priorities, and we take accidents seriously. Therefore, due to concerns surrounding studies of the device, we are implementing a new policy. Anyone wishing to perform a physical inspection of the device must get written authorization from myself and Dr. Daigo. Research using droids and remote scanners may continue normally. Please note that this does not affect our division's overall schedule. I want my concerns on the record before more people get hurt. I'm worried about the device. Its energy readings keep fluctuating, and it appears to be trying to link with the lesser artifacts. I think it's a weapon, maybe a bomb. Sopran's theory about it being a Gree Enclave creation are inane. We've already got evidence of an ancient alien civilization visiting Tatooine, and they weren't Gree. We've seen similar technology in the Kashyyyk Shadowlands. I'm sure the Infinite Empire is tied to the device's origins, no matter what anyone says, and I'm tired of being ignored.
Well, Dr. Lyric is gone. He's put in for a transfer and is heading back to Anchorhead, taking one of the lesser relics with him. Good riddance. He was a pain to work with. Still. Lyric's theory about an ancient infinite empire and a master alien species was fringe science at best, but some of his data makes sense. I'm going to run a new series of tests tomorrow, using a remote arm to open up the device. We'll see where it goes from there.
This is Director Antaean to all Zerka employees. Please listen and remain calm. A few minutes ago, we experienced a minor equipment failure in the main laboratory. As a precaution, we are initiating lockdown procedures. Do not attempt to override the system, so the computers will respond with force. Stay where you are, and you'll be alerted when the situation resolves.
Tasmen jetzt fulpa, gegal jestenti.
Everything went without a hitch.
Of course. Easy.
Fine. You're fine. There, good as new.
Bibian fakta mi filter nama kape.
So what? We talk first and then you attack me?
Me bagadres pastiatan elbines för kastinti. Zinesti hidruli, das bruli fehedan dankwa.
Sounds like you brought this on yourself.
Bibian fakta mi filter nama kape. Patukche yed mi big shuram, me atenatitemat.
Tatooine's a pretty sad place to found an empire.
Icherbeske karanjor. Yertemer zunanye, me kontias temeta. Habib Tegelore, Lili Bahura Bahije.
You're fine.
Jahil best TOR zikra.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We could never have excavated this place without your help. Oh, we knew where the base was, but getting inside, ghastly work. And I should say, I'm delighted to finally meet you in person.
I don't have time for this, Lexende.
What's your hurry? Sit down and let's talk. You see, when I was assigned to stop the Republic from finding this facility, I was intrigued by the Doomsday device. That my superiors told me to stay away only whet my appetite. I decided to take the device for myself.
It will remain in my possession for now.
Hear me out first. I'm offering a very large sum of credits, as well as rescinding the kill order on Camus, if you help me. Hand over the device, and the Republic never has to know. Tell Fowler you destroyed it. What do you say?
It's a deal, Lexende. Don't disappoint me.
I knew you could be reasonable. Your credits will be transferred before you leave the planet. Oh, you won't mind if I take a quick peek at my toy before I leave, do you?
Won't bother me?
Excellent! Ah, I think this should do nicely. The White Room is open, and the rebirth has begun.
Sir?
As for us, we should be getting home to Zerka. It's been a pleasure.
You're fine.
You're going to love this. Simple enough. Not a problem.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Jedi. You look like you just walked out of a sandstorm.
Was there a base? Did you see the device?
Camus was worried that if you failed, it'd mean the end of the world.
Well, You saw Zerka's records!
Yeah, and I've been worried too, so catch your breath and let's hear it.
Let's say the problem's been solved, and leave it at that.
Huh. I'll let my superiors handle the debriefing then.
So this is over? We're sure?
You'll still need to testify, Camus. The investigation of Zerka won't end here.
Get me to Coruscant, away from the Sand People and Zerka's cyborg assassins? I'll testify all you want.
You should know. Scanners picked up a Zerka ship leaving orbit. Those goons packed up and left, but there'll be trouble someday.
You'll have to deal with this yourself now.
Never said otherwise. The Republic's had issues with Zerka for decades. Anyway, I promised you payment. Don't ever say the SIS isn't grateful. Now take care of yourself and try not to get pulled back into these corporate schemes. Camus can tell you, they never really end.
You're fine.
General, I've secured your shock drum prototype. Send a recovery team to pick it up, along with seismologist Heron and Master Quix.
Wonderful news. I have some thoughts for modifying the shock drum into an aerial bombardment device.
I'll send a transport to Tatooine immediately, but don't get ahead of yourself, Doctor. Let's hope your mission to Alderaan goes as well as it did here. Marsuthra out.